come and bring your issue ya kufunguliwa kwa server, kwa meza. Sisi tuko tayari.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, viewers, I've noticed that there are so many people who watch these videos and forget to subscribe. Please just hit that subscribe button because that is the only help we need from you. The narrative of CAMARGO server seems to be changing. I have seen or heard ICHUNGWA literally try to tell Raila Odinga that they will open that server so that he can check the results, and that even if he checks the results, it will show that William Samoei Ruto won. These are not good signs. I want to bring you back to a statement that Raila Odinga made at that rally when he exposed the whereabouts of 4 Venezuelans, Chiloba and Chebukati. And he said that they were spotted at Maasai Mara Lodge. Earlier on, I did analysis when this issue of Venezuelans coming back to Kenya was first of all brought back, I think almost a month back, when it was said that they were spotted in a certain hotel in Kileleshwa. Earlier on, before that, there was another report that Venezuelans had sought for mandate from Kipi to have their brand registered here in Kenya. We've discussed about all this in our previous analysis. But all those events, if you link it to what Kimani Ichung'wah said today at that rally in Meru, then you realize that there has been a plot all the time for SMARTMATEC people to come back to Kenya under the disguise that they want to have their brand here in Kenya, only for them to be able to execute a plot or execute a plan ambayo imekuwa imepangwa sana for long. Take a look at this. First, SMARTMATEC apply for their brand to be registered locally. They come into the country. And then SMARTMATEC are spotted in a hotel in Kileleshwa. And I remember there was a allegation that that hotel was linked to Kidero. I'm not sure about those facts, but that is what I saw online. Now, from that step of them being spotted in Kileleshwa, then there was another report that they were moved to Masai Mara. So if you look at the events, and then if you look at what Kimani Ichung'wah said today at that rally in Meru, when Kimani Ichung'wah said that hata tukifungua your server, or rather he said that you will have a chance to bring your issues on the table when we'll be talking about bipartisan issues. And then bring that issue, that's what Kimani Ichung'wah said, bring that issue of server, and then we'll bring the IEBC commissioners here and then talk about these issues so that we can have you access that server. You see how William Ruto won. There is something I want you to understand here. Kimani Ichung'wah says we will bring the 4 IEBC commissioners here. We will bring. So that already confirms what Raila Odinga has been telling William Ruto, open the server. It means that they're the people who are supposed to give that mandate, that directive. Kwamba, okay, njoni mkae chini tufungue server. You see, Kimani Ichung'wah maybe did not know what he was trying to mean, but from that statement, I can pick that part that says that Kimani Ichung'wah thinks that they will call the commissioners, the 4 commissioners, watakaa chini. I don't know which 4 commissioners they're talking about, because the 4 commissioners, all the commissioners, the 4 commissioners who resigned, the 3 retired. But then, when they say the 4 commissioners, I don't know which 4 commissioners they're talking about, but let's just hope that they will be talking about maybe commissioners ambao Kenya Kwanza ataamua wamechagua. The ones that are going to steer that commission, because of course we know that Kenya Kwanza are on a path of controlling the IEBC. So maybe the 4 commissioners are the ones that they will front, then bring them back, bring them to that negotiating table so that they can tell them. Or maybe they are referring to the 4 commissioners who resigned. You see, that is what I can pick. Or maybe they are trying to refer to Chebukati, Gulie, Boya Molu, and probably Masit. I mean, 4 commissioners. I don't know which 4 commissioners is trying to refer to, but those are the words that came from Kimani Ichung'wah. There is something I want us to talk about. I mean, this is so sensitive because how comes now they are saying that wako tayari kufungua server? I mean, what do you smell a rat? Because I do smell a rat. I think that this could be a deliberate statement because, of course, look at the events the way they are followed. I said first, SMARTMATEC applies for brand registration. Second, they are spotted in Kileleshwa. Then they are spotted at Masai Mara Lodge. And then Kimani Ichung'wah comes now and says that they are ready to open the server. This is where it gets interesting. Kindly sit in and listen to what Kimani Ichung'wah said during that rally in Meru County.
Said we are ready to talk, and we have invited them to bring all their issues to the negotiating table, including that issue of opening of servers. And I want to tell the former Prime Minister, we are not apprehensive, we are not sensitive to the issue of opening servers. We have only told you President William Ruto has no key to the IBC servers. Come and bring your issue ya kufunguliwa kwa server, kwa meza. Sisi tuko tayari kuwasikiza, tukiweka commissioners wa IBC, tuko tayari muongee na wale commissioners, tuulizane hii server iko wapi huko kwa IBC, mfunguliwe, muone ukweli, na ukweli ni kuwa hapa Bore na Kenya mzima watu walipiga kura kwa wingi wakapigia William Samoei.
Yes, I think you've heard it for yourself. Tutafungua server alafu uangalie uone Ruto ameshinda. This is something that we find quite strange. The response is quite strange because ever since this debate of open server, hakuna siku hata moja they said they will open the server. But this time round, Kimani Ichung'wah is saying that we will open the server. We will open the server. So it is true that they are the ones who have the key to that server. Contrary to what they've been saying that Ruto hana kifunguo, or Chebukati si hana kifunguo, si nani hana kifunguo, si yupi hana kifunguo. The fact remains here that it is true what Raila Amolo Odinga keeps saying, that they need to open this server. So maybe at the end of the day, they will just have to allow this server access. So what if that server has been tampered with? Because everybody literally believes that something could have been done to this server. I don't know whether I should go back to that analysis when I talked about hacker and server. And in that I said it is possible to have to do some changes, to amend, to change details of the server and replace them with some details. But then there will be some evidences. There will still be some evidences about what could have happened. Anytime you make any change, the log recreates itself. If you delete the logs and the space is still available, the logs might recreate themselves. We talked about it in our previous analysis, and I've shared a link in the description section, perhaps if you want to listen to what we talked about during the hacker and server analysis. So I'll just bring it to your attention what Kimani Ichung'wah said in that rally in Meru County, when he literally said that they will allow server access. So Raila Amolo Odinga should look at this server kama ameona ameshinda, kama ameona ameshindwa. But he said that William Ruto atakuwa ndiye ameshinda katika hiyo server. Mind you, you remember during the Supreme Court sessions, this issue of a plumber, that plumber amemaliza kazi yake, but then plumber ashatengeza shower, but he's still there at the shower room, anakuangalia ukioga, looking at the shower. So could you say that this is just a similar case whereby the plumber is still here trying to look at how this narrative of server unfolds? If it unfolds to a level whereby now in our Umiza, then the plumber had to come back and fix that shower again. So this plumber in this case is CAMARGO. So did CAMARGO come back to fix the issue? Because why was he in Kenya? And why was he spotted? And why did they come back in the name of saying that Watarigis wanataka kuregister SMARTMATEC Kenya so that they can have their base here locally? Why would they want to do such a thing? I sensed from the very first day, I noticed that Skippy, the organization that is entrusted with the registration of those brands, with the moment it allowed SMARTMATEC to register their brand here in Kenya, that is the time I smelled a rat. I smelled something very fishy. And these remarks by Kimani Ichung'wa, the remarks were by Raila Amolo Odinga that they were seen at Masai Mara, and the remarks that they were first spotted at Kileleshwa, all points to the same thing, that labda plumber aliregea kufix shower, and shower in this case is the server. So maybe the plumber came back because the pressure is too high, the pressure is too much, so the plumber came back to fix ile shower yake. So ladies and gentlemen, kindly share what you think about this issue. Do you think what Kimani Ichung'wa amesema hapo leo katika ile video nimekupatia is something that warrants some worry? I think that the Azimio One Kenya Alliance should be worried about this remark from Kimani Ichung'wa ati server sasa inaweza funguliwa. Why now? Why not last year when the Supreme Court had issued that directive that server ifunguliwe? So ladies and gentlemen, kindly share the text below the comment section, and once again I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.